So this box of art supplies is actually a birthday gift from my family. Thank you guys. This time I ordered mainly Sakura Pigma products. I just love their art materials. Hashtag not sponsored, by the way, except for my family, of course. Just look at this site. They look beautiful all together like this. So to quickly run you through all the things I bought. Here's a small Sakura sketch notebook, a set of 3 Sakura white jelly roll pens, a Sakura Pigma professional brush pen, 2 normal erasers and a kneadable eraser, a set of 9 Sakura brush pens in different colors, and finally another beefier Sakura sketchbook. So let's start with this sketchbook. The size of this is 21 by 29.7 centimeters, or 8.27 by 11.69 inches. It has an elegant matte black hardcover with the Sakura logo in the top left corner of the front cover. It comes with this paper sleeve featuring this beautiful illustration inspired by Japanese architecture. It also has this handy elastic closure band, which is great for keeping the sketchbook shut, especially when you're on the go. It contains 80 soft cream-colored sheets of 140 grams per square meter acid-free paper. They seem nice and thick to the touch, and are supposedly ideal for ink and colored pencils, which are 2 of my favorite media to work with. In the back here, it also has an expandable envelope, which is good for storing additional sketches or notes and whatnot. It doesn't seem super flexible though, so I'll handle it carefully. There's a pen holder attached to the back cover, made out of the same elastic band as the closure. Apart from the gorgeous illustration, the paper sleeve also contains some info on the back here. And you can choose to take it off if you want, which I really appreciate. I love this minimalistic look of it. It also has this ribbon bookmark, which can be quite useful as well. Let's stay on topic and unpack the other sketchbook, shall we? This one's size is 21 by 14.8 centimeters, or 8.27 by 5.83 inches. It has the exact same features as its big brother, only in a smaller size. The illustration featured on the paper sleeve is different, however, but I like this one a lot as well. It is also inspired from the Japanese culture, and it says, "To new adventures and new flavors. Yum." Which I feel like it further emphasizes how travel-friendly this sketchbook is. It honestly makes me want to go out on adventures and take my sketchbook with me. No spoilers though. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the, let's say, prospect of Romeo's art adventures. But back to the sketchbook. This one also has 80 sheets of soft green colored paper with a weight of 140 grams per square meter. Also perfect for ink and colored pencils, among other drawing tools. Of course, we have the envelope here as well, while underneath the paper sleeve we get the same nice minimalistic hardcover. It also has the ribbon bookmark, the pen holder. Honestly, it seems a bit loose to me, like a normal pencil would just fall out of it, but I think it was designed for the Sakura pens. And speaking of Sakura pens, here's the set of 9 Sakura Pigma brush pens in different colors. The package is beautiful, and I mean no surprises there, because all their products are nicely packaged in my opinion. We have some additional info on the back here again. It says ideal for hand lettering, drawing and illustration work. The unique Sakura Pigma does not bleed through the paper, whilst being permanent and light fast. Sakura Pigma inks dry to a neutral pH. You can also see here all the 9 colors this set contains. I'll swatch them in a bit and tell you more about them. But first, let's have a closer look at this set of white jelly roll pens. They're neatly packaged as everything else here, with another beautiful cover illustration. While the pens themselves have simple, matte design, with varying nib sizes of 0.3, 0.4 and 0.5 millimeters. Okay, time to swatch them all. Let's start with the brush pens. In case you're not sure what a brush pen is, it's basically a pen that has a flexible brush-like tip that you can use to draw different types of lines depending on the pressure you apply to it. The caps look great next to each other like this. I love their design. As you can see, each cap has the color of the ink on it, as well as the letters B and R, which are short for brush. I'm gonna test them out in my smaller Sakura sketchbook, so we can find out how they interact with this paper as well. First up is the classic black pen. I'm basically creating a box of solid color just to see how the ink really looks like and how it interacts with the paper. And then I'm playing around with the lines a bit. Next I tried the dark brown one. Or at least I thought that's how it's called, but then I moved on to the other brown pen and I was wondering whether to call this one light brown or something else. So I checked the info on the package and realized the darker brown is called sepia. So for the sake of accuracy, I fixed it quickly. Moving on to the other colors. I'm pretty excited to have more vibrant colors such as this blue for creating more colorful outlines in the future. I keep seeing lots of amazing drawings with colorful outlines instead of the classic black that I've always used for my drawings. So having access to brush pens in multiple colors is really great. As I said, these are awesome for creating more organic lines. So no wonder calligraphers love them as well. Brush pens in general are a bit trickier to use than fine liners. So just a heads up for you in case you're considering buying one. Once you get the hang of it though, it's quite enjoyable to use them in my opinion. You just need to practice a bit at first. It can offer your drawing a more organic aspect due to the variety of thin and thick lines that you can create. And this is the end result. This orange one is quite vibrant. It really stands out from the rest, I feel like. Next, I'm going to try out the Sakura Pigma professional brush pen. The overall design of this pen is quite different from their other brush pens, as you can see. The tip of it is quite different as well. It's much smaller, since it's the fine size. I just bought this one out of curiosity, honestly, to compare it to the other types of brush pens they have. I feel like it could offer a bit more precision than the other type of brush pen, but other than that, I don't think there's much of a difference really. Maybe I'll notice additional benefits as I'm using it, but for now it's just an extra brush pen that's nice to have. I decided I wanted a title for this as well, so I had an excuse to use the pens for some more calligraphy. And then I wanted to test my white gel pens as well, but first I had to create some dark background for them. I'm a big fan of white gel pens, cause they are great for creating highlights, work well on colored papers, and random pro tip, you can even fix some minor mistakes in your inking process if you're drawing on white paper. And yeah, you can see me swatch the 05 pen first. I was a bit confused about their numbering, but actually the 05 has a line width of 0.3 millimeters, while the 08's line width is 0.4 millimeters and number 10's is 0.5 millimeters. I'm not sure why they couldn't just stick to one kind of numbering, but whatever. Tell me in the comments below if you know the logic behind it. They seemed to be a bit dry at first as I was watching them. They certainly needed a bit of convincing, but they came around eventually. You might notice that they become a bit more opaque as you let them dry, so that's good. But I'm still not entirely satisfied by their consistency when it comes to filling larger areas, as you can see in my color blocks created with them. We'll see, I just have to play with them some more. So yeah, here's how they look like. But I almost forgot to talk about the erasers. 2 of them are just your everyday erasers, as I said, but this one is special to me, because it's actually my first kneadable eraser. As you can see, it comes in this handy plastic case. It's much softer than a normal eraser, and as its name suggests, you have to knead it in order to make the best use out of it. So what it does is basically it absorbs the graphite or charcoal from your paper, since it's quite sticky and it doesn't leave any residue behind, as opposed to a regular eraser. The plastic case is much appreciated, since I heard that it tends to just stick everywhere otherwise. So this is a nice way to store it. I'm pretty excited for this as well. I'll probably try it out in a future video, so stick around for my upcoming projects. And yeah, this is all for today, guys. I hope you had a great time watching this video and you maybe even learned something new. Let me know in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya! But look at these. Beautiful. They're just beautiful.